No mother no deserve this. Jamaica, how we moving so worthless. It a bother me, yo. It a fit up your note. Tired of funeral service. For your place full up of churches. Also full of autos so dirty. When you kill a picnic when the word. How the moving so curse and funeral actions hurt we. Jamaica need a quick plan. You know, see we sinking like a sing song. Canada shut to you, told me if you shut up me mouth when I cry we a cry out. Cry we a cry out. Cry we a cry out. You know, see the little lover die out. I cry we a cry out.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Shock and awe. Chaos at Danielle Rowe's funeral. Now, I am so disappointed and I'm also so angry that to know that we are paying our final respect to a beautiful little girl, Danielle Rowe, 8 years old, who lost her life tragically, and the family members was not treated with respect and given an opportunity to mourn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you, when you take a look at this video, courtesy of Partner Draw TV and Andre Stevens, I just want you to take a look at this video and to see how the family members had to behave just to get attention at their own family's funeral. Now, if I was in their situation and being treated the way they were treated, then of course I would behave the same way. Take a look at this video.
Her family member don't even pray. Her family member hasn't even prayed yet. Huh? Nobody feels stranger in front of us.
A politician.
God, man.
Pure stranger and politician named the pump program and them have all the same. It's about the little baby. Them not talking about the baby.
Nothing about it. Nothing about it.
I'm tired to hear favor. What about Danielle? Favor.
She never said the school go on camera in there. She never said that.
They're not doing nothing.
Come on, they're not doing
Anything for the baby.
Well, Holy Ghost filled. Y'all want gonna come tell me this? But them no want no tongue speech in the church. Holy Ghost filled people in the church, you come tell them, not speak tongues. You rule the altar that with 7 days, 1 day Christian. Wanna go away? Hey, stop coming here.
All right, Apostle.
Stop coming here.
Apostle.
I want to know.
Wrong.
Hey, woman of God, let me go to man.
Ministers.
Let me go to man.
Where were they?
Let me go to man. We not drop down, man.
Where are the ministers?
All about politician.
We don't want to hear talk.
Politics this.
Where's the
Our
action?
politics this.
Where's the action?
Nobody call family. We don't hear no family. Minister this, minister that. We don't go on with that. Go on with that. It's about us we feel it. And we feel it. And we know it. We not call be a minister. Minister this and minister that. We don't go on with that. I want to tell this thing for fool. We not relent. We are going to get answers. Hey, I mean what the promise I know is I have my money.
Politics, they don't have to be mentioned in this meeting.
Yeah, me want to know. Who want to know? So me have my money. Me have my money. Me have pound. Go check me out. I will not relent. Out of order. We are family. We show this as family. Remember not talk about family. Who the hell do you think it is? 7 days I pray, but you don't want nobody speak tongues. Who do do? It's about speaking tongues. Who not speak tongues, so we can't speak tongues. Go if you ever come here to me, say, well, I tell you, say, see, Barbara, 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 You never see Paul in the Bible. You never see David, you don't know Bible. Lock up talk about apostle, who don't know Bible. You never see David in the Bible. You never see Paul in the Bible. You never see them man that draw their soul and chop off head. How you got them man lead by example? Me a God apostle. A fake church that. Pull this. Lose me. Lose me. Hey, Chana. Man, tell him to take a road and come bury right now. Talking to anybody right now. Tell him to take a road and bury right now. Lose me. You sort of ignore it. Like when I got it. When I got boy, when I got, when you sort of ignore family. I don't come talk about minister this, minister that. Let's wait outside. Let them finish what they're doing inside. Yes, and we'll just take her to the burial. That's what we're going to do. We just put her to the burial. No, man, you're right. Come here. You can end the service. But what did that? But never tell me if you shut up and I didn't believe it. Not you alone. Mom, listen to me. Listen to me. Politics this. Politics this. Hey, don't talk to me, sister. Go away. In peace, no? Let you go down in peace, no? No politics, she's not going to do politics. We don't want him speaking. Just we don't want him speak. Let's go. We don't want him speak. All right. All right.
Wow. Do you see what I saw? I saw anger. I saw disbelief. And I want to just offer my condolences at this time to the family or families of Danielle Rowe. I understand your frustration, Apostle Yvette Thomas. I feel every bit of your pain. I know how you feel to be left out. And I watched Andre Stevens' program last night in which she was a guest. And I listened to her, every single word that came out of her mouth, and said she felt humiliated. She think this was done purposely. She think because of the other gentleman that was murdered going over Spur Tree Hill, because that pastor spoke and spoke so eloquently and truthfully at a funeral, she was deprived because they thought more or less she's a woman of God. She would speak some truth eloquently, and possibly they were afraid of that. That's allegedly. Now I understand that this beautiful little girl lost her life. I've been on protests trying to seek justice for Danielle Rowe. And my heart is broken because we're nowhere closer to solving this case. There are many questions that were asked by the families yesterday, and there are many answers that needed for the family to have some closure. The questions were asked was, who was this mysterious soldier? They want to thank him. Of course, he did a heroic thing by picking up this young girl on the street and taking her to the hospital. That's a heroic thing. He cannot be named. There's no face to this soldier. And the families are asking why. Now there's another soldier that was murdered 3 days afterwards. And they're trying to figure out if there's any connection between the soldier that picked up Danielle Rowe and rushed her to the Alexander Bustamante Children's Hospital, if there was any connection between the two. They were asking the question, where are the investigation? There were no blood really at the crime scene. If somebody's throat was slashed and then there was this enormous amount of blood spilled, then there should have been blood all over the place. They were saying there was no rainfall, so the blood should have been there. Or was Danielle Rowe killed elsewhere and her body was brought here and dumped? Now let's take a listen to the Jamaica Loop, and this is what the Jamaica Loop had to say. Chaos at funeral for 8-year-old Danielle Rowe, walk out by some relatives. The funeral service for Danielle Rowe, the 8-year-old girl who was abducted earlier this year and later found with her throat slash, was held on Sunday, but was marred with high drama as some family members walked out of the function claiming they were not pleased with a number of issues. The concerned relatives said they were disappointed and felt they were undermined and not given the opportunity to participate in the service at the same level as some government officials. The government has since responded, claiming it was not involved in the planning of the funeral. According to a statement on Sunday, Minister of Education Favour Williams attended the funeral service in her official capacity as minister and gave remarks. No other person from the government was engaged in the funeral, the release from government stated. The Jamaican flag that was placed over the casket of the child was said to also be another reason behind the chaos. According to a police source, the Jamaican flag was stuck with a knife and contained red paint suggestive of blood splatter. It is said that the flag drew the ire of some of the officiating ministers. The government, in a statement on Sunday, distanced itself from the service, stating that although Education Minister Favour Williams gave a statement at the service, no other person from the government was engaged in the funeral. Rowe's brutal murder in June's Park, national outrage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I understand quite well that the government was not involved in the planning of the funeral. However, something went wrong. Something went so wrong, and the timing was so terrible. First, I want to offer my condolences again to the families of Danielle Rowe. I understand your pain, and I can tell you this much: if I was in your situation, I don't know how I would behave. I probably would have behaved even worse. Now, we understand that the Jamaican flag is our national flag. I have a lot of respect for my flag, and I understand that if you desecrate the flag in any way by adding paint or any other objects to the flag, it can look a form of desecration, which is, as you know, is against the law. But I do understand. I don't know who placed the flag on the casket, but I do understand the message that they're trying to send. The message that they're sending is that our children are dying at an alarming rate, and we're tired and fed up, and we cannot take this any longer. Savagery. 15,000 children goes missing in 10 years. Many molested, maimed, murdered, or even used for human sacrifice. Now, there's a lot of questions. I'm not a forensic expert. I'm not a part of the investigative team. But there are a lot of questions that ponders in my mind that need answers. And I only hope that they don't let this case become a cold case, like how they're trying to let Shanika Anderson, who died 18 years ago on the 1st of May 2005, her case being a cold case. Courtney Walker, who died in 2009, his case being a cold case. And I'm asking questions. Where are the registrar? Where are the registrar that's supposed to register these culprits once they are caught and brought to justice. There should be a registrar with their DNA so we can put them up against other crime scenes to see if these culprits are responsible for these murders. We have a lot of unsolved cases in Jamaica with our children, and we're asking a lot of questions as concerned parents. I am concerned. I know a lot of people are concerned, not just us here in Jamaica, but people from all over the world wants to know the truth. What has been happening to our people then? Where are our children? The beginning of this year saw over 480, probably over 500 by now, of our children being abducted. We don't know where our children are. Confirmed 8, including Danielle Rowe. We need to have closure. We need to find the perpetrators or perpetrator of this hideous crime and bring them to justice. Once again, my condolences to the family. You don't have to be sorry for how you behave. You earned that. It is a part of mourning and a part of healing. We understand your pain and we're sympathizers to your ordeal. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please like and share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to Big Stone Television, now is the time to do so. Thank you so much for watching.